Africa and the world is really very happy to welcome the reigning Miss Universe Japan to our studio today. I would have loved to mention her name, but no, I would love her to mention her name by herself so that the world will know that we are talking to Miss Universe Japan, our own person, a half African, half Japanese. We are everywhere. Welcome to our studio today, the reigning Miss Universe Japan.
Thank you. Hi, my name is Aisha Harumi Tochigi. I'm the reigning Miss Universe Japan. Nice to meet you.
Wow. Nahfconnects is growing from strength to strength to make sure we promote all Africans, everybody from all parts of the world who requires our support to propel them to the next level. We are really very happy to have you here today. We are really very, very privileged. Let me not say being happy. We are privileged to have you here today, honor our request to interview you and to let Africa know that our own person is now the reigning Miss Universe Japan and is heading for Miss Universe. Undoubtedly, this is where we will support you to the highest level to make sure you excel to the next level. Thank you very much for accepting
It's a pleasure. Thank
our
you.
interview today. Yes. Without wasting time, because I think I know you have other appointments. Engagement will be full of engagements every time from now on because of your activities. May I humbly ask you to let us know what prompted you into this career? Why did you choose this difficult career?
Well, yeah, that is because I have experienced so much volunteer activities in Ghana.
Okay.
And also I know how there are so many Africans, not only Africans, but foreigners having difficulties in Japan. And I just wanted to represent them, to be their voice, to spread the word that like we are all equal. And then I believe that by using this Miss Universe platform, I could spread so many people as much as possible.
Wonderful. The word you want to at least be our voice, the voice to the voiceless, hope to the hopeless.
Exactly.
And by so doing, before you can achieve that, you need to, you choose a very difficult career and be at the top of that career to have that voice to defend us. I think everyone watching us will be so grateful to hear this.
Thank you.
Yes, and that's why you choose this career, very difficult as far as I know, to now represent the whole of human race, not only the African continent, I'm sure of that. The whole of human race, humanity, particularly women, you represent them and be their voice. I advise you and suggest you continue being the voice of many.
Yes.
Yes.
I will.
Wow, this is wonderful. Well, may we know a little bit the secret of your success?
Okay. The secret.
Because it's very simple to choose a vocation. It is very simple to say, I want to achieve this. But the ability to achieve them is a different thing.
Yes.
What's the secret? Why did you achieve that?
Well, I believe this is like most important thing is to believe in yourself, because I've tried this Miss Universe Japan last year too, and I couldn't be the representative.
Oh,
And
really?
this was my second time of trying it. Last year I was in the top 5, and this year I was able to be the Miss Universe Japan. So I strongly believe that we have to believe in ourselves. Like, just because you couldn't do it for once, that doesn't mean that you can never achieve the goals. So like, I truly believe that you have to be confident about yourself and just believe in yourself.
Wow. Let me pick from one of your statements. There was a question thrown to you that I wouldn't know during the pageantry presentations and something like that. I watched you. I didn't know. Let me read verbatim what you said, and then from there I will ask few questions from them. You said, I quote, "I had liked to spread that nobody should be judged by their colors." This is your statement, or from where they come from, because this year there were so many discriminations. It's not only about racism, but there were discrimination towards Asians when COVID-19 started. So I would like to tell people we shouldn't judge people by their appearance, but to understand them. This is a very key point. But understand them. Let me repeat that. Understanding each other is the key to end discrimination. I like to spread that. Thank you. That was, I'm sure this is your word.
Yes, exactly. That's my word. It's so simple.
Yeah.
It is a simple thing.
But it has a depth of and texture.
Exactly.
It's simple because we witness the word racism, we witness the word discrimination and judgment. Then you analyze it. That people should understand each other. Understanding is the key to everything. Because if you don't understand people, so now we begin to wonder. Have you ever experienced discrimination or racism and then later being understood? Have you ever experienced that?
Well, from my own experience, I haven't really experienced discrimination when I was in Japan.
Okay.
But I've heard so much stories. Example, like my father, when he first came to Japan, just because he was an African, he couldn't rent a house.
Okay.
He couldn't buy a car, just because he was an African. And they told him that too. I'm sorry, sir, you're a black person, and we are not sure about you. We can't trust you, so we can sell you the things. And there's such stories my father has been telling me so many times. So I know these kind of difficulties are here in Japan. Also, some of my friends, sometimes they go to school and they get bullied just because their color is much darker than the others.
Okay.
And that goes to my sister too. She was once bullied in her school, in Japanese school.
Okay.
And she was crying out in the house, and she told me about how she's suffering in school and having a hard time in school. So I just wanted to spread those message for them, for people who is not in this platform. I could use my Miss Universe platform to spread that. And I believe when you say discrimination, you might think of something so big, like how my father experienced that because he's black, he cannot do anything he wants to. But I believe there are so many small things in Japan that people doesn't really consider it as a racism or discrimination. And such small things, we can stop them by understanding each other. Yeah.
Wow, this is amazing. You never think like I don't want to say your age right now. You never think like your age. Wow, this is amazing. This is great. To be honest, but happy to hear that you've not witnessed any so much direct discrimination, except when people behave in certain ways they do not know is discriminative. Yes, and of course your sister and your parents, probably who might be of our age, experience discrimination at that particular time. So you want to use your platform. Wow, this is this is wonderful. Your father is a Ghanaian, and your mother is a Japanese. I mean, how have you felt any difficulty, or how does that influence you pursuing your background? I want to know that. If you have any stumbling block, or maybe it opens doors for you as a mixed child.
Honestly, living in Japan, living in Ghana, I never had difficulties just because my father is African and just because my mother is Japanese.
Good.
I never cared something like that
Okay.
because they raised me so good that I didn't have any difficulties, and I was just so proud of them, like the way they were proud of me.
Oh my
So
goodness. Wow.
I can't really think of anything hard.
You should have told my daughter that when you met her, that you're proud of your dad. And of course, she's proud of me anyway. But what I'm saying is, she should be more enthusiastic in being proud of me, and bragging.
And because my father was an African, I was able to gain so much different cultural value, and then he told me a lot about different regions. So yeah, that equals me. I mean, that leads me to so much education and knowledge. So there wasn't something that I would think it was hard.
Should have been a hindrance because of that.
Yeah.
So you are telling all the halves over there that they shouldn't use that as a pretext. They shouldn't use that as an excuse not to pursue their dreams.
Well,
that is the message here.
Yeah, exactly.
Most people will leave school because they are being bullied. Most mixed children will leave school because they are being bullied, or because a teacher doesn't like me or whatever. No. It hinders them for nothing. That's what I'm trying to say. People should, your father being a Ghanaian or a Nigerian or whatever, has nothing to hinder you from once you are having good family who loves you. Wonderful.